We get asked a question a lot about buying pre-owned, and what people should be looking into around the sources and how they actually critique the different organisations. Obviously, we're talking about a different world comparing to buying from the OEM through the distribution. We have seen a lot of fear mongering around that, from those from the manufacturers about buying outside of their channel. And obviously, what they would like to sort of instill within their customers is that if you buy from these sources, buy from their distribution, that you have a lot of the guarantees in place. You have the authenticity, you have the reliability, et cetera, et cetera. But we're seeing the world start to shift away from just this constant consumption. Obviously, part of the sustainability argument. So, for example, in France, France have actually mandated that 20% of all purchases have to be pre-owned within any large purchase. So, if that's anything to go by, we're going to start to see some of that that movement make its way into other parts of the world. And so it's important for you that we help you understand what are some of the criteria that you should build up around selecting some of those suppliers. So the first part is that we talk to our clients about is around warranty. But it's very important for us to understand what you are looking to do with these products. Obviously, what we have seen from the manufacturers in terms of trying to steer companies off course from buying from them is the idea of maintenance. So it's important when you come to talk to a client, when you come to talk to a supplier, that you outline, are you actually looking to put these products onto maintenance? And there's a couple of different strategies that are available. If we are looking to supply a product that you are looking to put on maintenance, then we have to make sure that product has no attached maintenance contract onto it. So you may be able to ask your rep if you can add that onto maintenance. Now, Recirc IT is one of the only organisations out there that offers something called advanced replacement lifetime warranty. And the reason that we can do that is the partners in the supply that we work with perform a number of different checks to make sure that the product that makes its way to you will stand the test of time. So the first thing, the first part of the process that the product will go through is a visual inspection. So why is that important? Obviously, what we've seen over the years is some people might look to attach certain things, certain products, certain ways of snooping, onto particular products to potentially extract information, or they might have tried to repair that particular product because it is of high value. They might have resold or done something on there. So the visual inspection essentially removes all of that suspicion. So we can see specifically if anything is being broken out and any resoldering or any foreign object is on there. We also, apart from that, do visual inspections to make sure that everything looks the way that it should in terms of ports, power supplies, fans, et cetera, et cetera. It then goes through to an operational process. So what will be performed there is port testing, iOS testing to make sure it's on the latest safe known standard. All ports go through, in some cases they would use Spirent technology to test for higher throughput for particular high-end types of switches, but all of that product would have been tested to make sure that all ports are operational. But let's face it here, that we have the luxury of something working for us, which is something called the bathtub curve. This isn't something that we've made up. If you go ahead and Google that, you'll see a visual from Wikipedia, which looks something like this. And basically what it's talking about is the number of failures over time. So what's really interesting here is if you look, what they're saying is, this is on solid state devices like switches, servers, et cetera, et cetera. The most failures occur from that point in time of the device being brand new. And when that starts to dip down, that's what they call the early infant mortality failure rate. And then it gets into this mean time between failure, which is what people look to understand before purchasing a product to see, is it going to fail? What's the likelihood of it failing before we put it into production? We have the luxury, obviously, that every product, if it's pre-owned product, it already sits within this mean time between failure, and this is anywhere between 20 to 30 years. So because of all of those reasons, what we wanted to relay to you is these are the sorts of questions that you should be asking providers when looking at the pre-owned world. It's a world which is not managed by the OEM, and so you need organisations with a certain sense of maturity that understand all of these things and essentially are prepared to put the money where their mouth is, and back all of that up with an advanced lifetime warranty. So if you are stepping into the world, if you do want to do the right thing and look to deviate some of your purchases from just buying all brand new to perhaps a split, we'd obviously love an opportunity to walk you through this process. If you wanted to do that visually, we can do that as well. But also we can help to generate all of the CO2 savings, all of the waste avoidance that buying pre-owned will deliver to you and to your sustainability goals in the business.